going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to like, comment, share. Definitely watch this video to the end. I got a crazy one for y'all. Let's get right into it. The so-called American dream can seem hard to come by for everyday people just working a regular 9 to 5. So all over America, people try their hand at the lottery. Whether it's pick 3 for an extra couple of dollars or Mega Millions for the big win. While some see it as a waste of money, other people see it as a way out their situation. If they win, and every once in a blue, somebody from the hood actually hits big, which can cause hate and jealousy for the person from the people around them or for the people in their neighborhood. On this episode of Hood Tales, we will be discussing a young man from southern Georgia named Craigory Burch Jr. and what happened in the town of Fitzgerald, Georgia when he hit the lottery for $400,000. Craigory was a regular 20-year-old man trying to take care of his family and his kids and find a way in life. Working as a forklift driver, things would change when he decided to play the Fantasy 5 Georgia Lottery one day while in Warner Robins, Georgia. And he would actually win a jackpot of $434,000, which was a blessing for the young father. After he won, he would take a picture with the giant check for the news and tell reporters he knew he should have played because his right eye was jumping, so something good was going to happen and he was going to run into some money. The young man stated he couldn't believe it and he was overwhelmed. With Craigory getting a blessing, he decided to make a better life for his girlfriend and kids by purchasing a new home in Fitzgerald, Georgia. But not being selfish, he also cared about his community and wanted to help. So the young man purchased toys for the neighborhood kids for Christmas and passed them out. But as Craigory was being generous, some people took it as he was flexing, and the hate started, which would lead to a plot to rob the young father. A few members of a local gang in the area thought it would be a fast lick to get Craigory in hopes of getting some big cash. And when one member called others to set up the plot, one man hesitated, but felt as though he had to do it to redeem himself with the gang from allegedly stealing drugs from them. And all 7 people would be involved. On the day it was time to go, the group pulled up in 2 separate cars. Both vehicles drove by 2 members' girlfriends. Once they arrived at Craigory's home, 2 of the men hopped out and kicked in the door, blickies in hand. Craigory was sitting in the living room with his 2 children, a 2-year-old on his lap and his other child in the back room asleep, with his girlfriend and all. The 2 robbers held him and his girlfriend at gunpoint and demanded money. While one of the robbers went to the back of the home to search for valuables, Craigory pleaded with the men, "Come on, bro, don't do this in front of my old lady and kids," while having his 2-year-old son on his lap. The gunman let off several shots, hitting Craigory in the leg, even after he told them he would go get him the bank card with the money on it. Meanwhile, the other man went through Craigory's girlfriend's purse, getting 2 cell phones and a wallet. The men left. One left out and tried to start Craigory's truck, but couldn't get it started. After that, he went back in the house and shot the young father in the chest, killing him. Then they fled the scene. In later testimonies, one of the female drivers told police the man laughed about it, and in all, they got about $200 and 2 cell phones. Area police in the community were shocked by the act of violence and went on a hunt, eventually arresting 7 people involved. After interviews, the motive was simple: hate and jealousy. After Craigory gave out the toys for Christmas, they thought he was flexing too hard. The trials went on, and they all received different times. The one young man who kicked in the door with the alleged shooter received a life sentence plus 15 years. A year later, he would try to go back to court and give his time back, stating at his trial it was unfair and they brought up gang ties. Plus, he just thought they was going to rob Craigory. He didn't know the other man was going to shoot. This was the same young man who said he didn't want to go in the first place. But even though he tried to give some time back, the conviction was upheld. Craigory's family was hurt by the young man's death and said it was senseless. He would have helped anybody in need, and he just wanted to help the community. Moral of this story, the hate and envy is real, even when you try to do right. There's always somebody plotting, wishing they were in your position. Rest in peace, Craigory Burch Jr. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. And for all you young dudes out there that's doing crime, you gotta know the law. If you go on the lick and somebody gets hurt, even if it's the person you with, you can be charged with that crime, even if you're not the shooter. So remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, crazy story, man. Rest in peace, Craigory, you feel me? So it's crazy because bro hit the lottery and he wasn't flexing. It ain't like he was buying foreign cars and driving through the hood throwing money. He bought him and his kids and his girl a home, you feel me, which most people would do. And he also bought some kids some toys for Christmas in the community. But they took that as a sign of disrespect, saying he was flexing. So it's like, if you get back, how's that flexing? You see what I'm saying? Like if he would have been doing something else, he would have been buying bricks, or if he would have been out there trying to swine people and trying to really stun on people, throwing money in people's face, I could understand that. But he was 20 years old. He probably never seen that amount of money in his life, and he tried to do right by it. And see, that's why some people leave the hood, you feel me? Like, people don't want to leave. People don't want to be disconnected from their people, but they know when they trying to have a better life and trying to do things different, people take that as a sign of weakness or take that as a plot to try to catch a lick. You know what I mean? You got a dude in the hood, he might be a regular working man. Say he a electrician and he making good money, you feel me? So even though he ain't on the block, he got a nice car, they know he got money in his pocket, they might try to get him. And that's just how it go, man. And what people don't understand, $400,000, that ain't a lot of money. So after he bought his home, he probably ain't had that much money left. So even though they was trying to go get some money from him, they probably weren't gonna get much anyway. Cause you see what I'm saying? Like once you hit the lottery, you gotta pay taxes. Then he bought a home. He probably took care of some of his family members. Bro probably had 50 racks left. And of course he wasn't gonna have it in the house. So yeah, man, it's really just a senseless situation, man. Really sad story, you feel me? Bro was a family man. He had kids out here trying to do the right thing. Even before he hit the lottery, he was a forklift driver trying to take care of his people, man. So yeah, like 2 of them dudes I know got life in prison. I ain't sure about the females and the other dude, but yeah, man, rest in peace, bro, man. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. Be sure to like, comment, share. I love y'all, family. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.